Good morning. I'm at the Hostel of Maine. Spent the night here last night. It's what is it, right behind that window listening to me. Um, it's what is it, day 202, I believe. Anyway, it's a really nice place. It's probably the nicest, like, fanciest, nicest place I've stayed, especially for a hiker hostel rate of, like, I don't know, $45 maybe. I'm not sure, somewhere in that range. Very, very comfortable. Definitely the most comfortable hostel I've stayed at. And anyway, for some reason I signed up for the early shuttle, which means I'll be on trail probably by 8. It's like 6:30 right now. They don't start serving breakfast till 7, and I'm on the 7:30 shuttle, so not going to get much time to hang around. But anyway. On this little flat spot, probably about halfway up the first major climb of the day, which is a couple of thousand feet up to the first of the Bigelows, or I'm assuming these are the Bigelows. This is called like South Horn, North Horn, Bigelow this, Bigelow that, and then Little Bigelow's the last one. This could be the last day of the mountains. It's definitely the last 4,000 footers, the last 2 or 3 of those. Of the trail before Katahdin. There's a clearing right there. Probably tell when the light changes. Why isn't there a moose? There should be a moose right there, but there's not. One of the hikers earlier today was saying that they're going to try to manifest a moose by stealth camping near water rather than by the shelters. So they don't sound like I'm talking out of my ass. So yeah, the summits today are North Horn, because we went over a horn a day or so ago. But North Horn, and then Bigelow West, Bigelow Avery, and Little Bigelow in that order. And Bigelow Avery is the last 4,000 footer. And Bigelow West is the other 4,000 footer. And then the other 2 are below that. So I've got like a 39 something, 2 4,000 footers, and then Little Bigelow, which is way down there. On today's lineup. Look at all the ski slopes. The place I was staying last night was right at the base of that mountain. First good lookout of the day. You can see back across Sugarloaf Mountain behind me. From up there on the overlook, I heard voices coming from the pond. Turns out it's because the shelter is right by the pond, and I'm descending this ridiculously steep cliff trail to get to it in 0.1 miles or whatever.
In case something happened, so I have now I don't have any time pressures.
Yeah. You from Australia?
Yeah. I have a flight out of the US on the 17th of next month, so I've still got almost 4 weeks.
You got time. Definitely, you got time.
In my first
Not at the top yet, but starting to get above the trees in that direction. It's been a 30+% grade this last half mile or so. So it warrants a breather every once in a while, but it hasn't been too technical. It's just steep, rocky steps and trail, which is like the easiest kind if you're going to be 30% plus. Last little push up. Nice little scramble, really.
Don Quixote.
Man, it's cold when you're covered in sweat. You hit this breeze up here at 4,000 feet.
Beautiful, man.
360 from this one at least. Just about.
The last 4,000 footers here and there, buddy.
Yep.
It's a little chilly.
I'm still wet. A little hazy today. Oh, there's an airport. Okay, to the Bigelows West Peak. We do have truly a 360 view here. That mountain's blocking the horizon, but there's Shepherd. Better be careful where I step when I'm not looking down. And that's Wing It back there.
That's what I was going to check. Yeah, these colors are just. I'll look at. Let's see what that is called.
What is? That's the East Peak. That's Bigelow East Peak. This is Bigelow West Peak.
That's the Myron Avery Peak.
Bigelow Avery Peak.
Oh, Avery Peak?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
At least that's what it is on
You're
far
right.
out.
You're right.
My milk will be cold still.
You brought milk?
Yeah,
Oh, that's your tradition, isn't it?
I had to live up to my name.
Queen of the Dairy Queens
the
or
Dairy.
something.
Flash too. I've just run about 8 miles in less than 4 hours. Whew.
Oh, back of the sign. The front says Avery Peak. There's windmills that way. And there's windmills that way. Keep an eye out for the windmills. I'm on the backside of the Avery summit, headed down. I'm a little bit worried about the dark gray cloud overhead. I don't, it's not supposed to rain. It's just supposed to be cloudy today. But the fact that, and I would probably just think of it as a white cloud cover, except that you can kind of see where it goes from blue to dark gray right there up ahead. My campsite is only 2 miles, but it's 1,800 feet down, and then you're at the campsite. So it's just an 1,800 foot descent over 2 miles. There are some hikers right there. And then that right there is Little Bigelow, which is, we're going over tomorrow. So campsite is down in that notch somewhere. A lot of this twisty turny stuff coming down this mountain. Still 0.2 ahead to the campsite turn off. It's starting to get dark down here deep in the trees. It's only like 5:30. Here it is. Finally. Safford. I thought it was Stafford. Safford Notch Campsite. I kept thinking I was going to find a shelter back here, but it's just tents. I forgot. What do we got? Hello.